Good morning and welcome back to my channel where we like to get bullied by NASDAQ straight up. Today was another frustrating day. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to try to break down what do I think I should do better, what do I think I did wrong. But we are a channel that does live day trading every single day on Kick and Twitch. I've kind of moved over to doing live streaming just on those two platforms. So if you'd like to watch us live every single morning at 6:30 a.m. when the market opens, you can join us on Kick and Twitch. You can also join my private community where we also will do some future things there also. But today I'm going to break down what did I trade today, what were the trades, what were the setups, what was I kind of seeing in regards to analysis of the market, and see how it all played out and show you my P&L at the end of the day. So let's get into it. Okay, so here is the chart of what we kind of got into at the beginning of the day today. Market was looking, in my opinion, bullish. Why? Day time frame on Friday pushed up, inverted fair value gap. Yesterday on Monday, we have this candle here that then created this day fair value gap here, showing some strength to the upside. Okay, now let's go down the 4 hour. 4 hour had this range here. We've pushed down. We didn't quite hit the 50% mark. I was expecting maybe today we would hit that 50% mark where we enter into discount before we head into premium. So I was expecting maybe in the short term, in the beginning of the market open, we might get a short down to that discounted range before we push up higher. Okay, we were sitting in this big 4 hour fair value gap at market open. Then you go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour, we're sitting here also kind of in a choppy market, looking bearish here in regards to breaking structure to the downside. And again, haven't yet hit that 50% mark even on the hour time frame. We are in this massive 1 hour fair value gap. So I was expecting, hey, maybe we'll hit that 50% mark into discount before we head into a premium before we run up. Guess what? The market didn't do that. And I wasn't stuck in a bias. I wasn't any of that. I was waiting to see what did the lower time frames, like the 5 minute, the 1 minute, show us to indicate where is price wanting to go. Okay, and so here we go. We marked out our session high lows, which you should be doing every single morning. Okay, we marked out day high lows, week high lows, so on and so forth. Now let's get into the 5 minute. Okay, the 5 minute at market open was a little choppy. Okay, this is the 9:30 candle, 9:35, 9:40. Boom, at the 9:45 a.m. candle, we have a massive push down on the 5 minute. Okay, one, breaking these lows here that pushed up to make these highs. We hit into these lows, and my guess was, okay, now it's probably time for us to target London low or even Asia low, and maybe even that 1 hour, discounted range that I was mentioning down here, which is right above Asia low. So I was like, okay, there's that like, hey, let's head to discount before we go into premium. I was expecting price to do that. So we went down to the 1 minute. 1 minute gave us a perfect setup for a unicorn. There was not only one fair value gap within our breaker block, there were two. We had this big breaker block here, or order block here, that then formed a breaker block to the downside. We set our limit orders up. This was the position. Stop losses at the swing high. Targeting the first target was London low, and then hopefully we'd go even further. We got tapped in at the 9:50 a.m. candle, and then immediately just went into drawdown, chopped around, and then eventually it stopped us out at the 10:10 a.m. candle. Very confused by that. I was really confused. Why? Because the 5 minute, broke these lows, started giving us a strong candle to the downside. We had a reaction off of London high here with these strong wicks, a big strong push off. I was like, man, okay, London low, we're probably gonna hit that based off the price action. And then again, it just flipped on us. The first 5 minute candle immediately flipped on us, stopped us out. Okay, but at that point we had this fair value gap and this breaker block here. It formed a unicorn at this in this area here. We go long. We have this position right here. It taps us in. Okay, we put our stop loss at this 1 minute swing low because it pushed up, broke structure, candle closure above these highs. I was like, okay, stop loss is at the 1 minute swing low. We should be solid. Nope. Guess what it does? Comes down, stops us out perfectly, taps us out perfectly to then run up. Into our profit and some of our targets. Again, very confused by this. The 1 minute made a swing low. It broke structure to the upside. I was really confused on why it came back down to hit this low on the swing low before it continued its run up. Super unfortunate there on that one too. Got stopped out, and then it ran up, went up, gave us another bullish unicorn at Asia high, right? So we hit London high, we've hit Asia high, gave us a second bullish unicorn with 1-2 fair value gaps inside of it. I was like convinced, okay, the market has finally decided. When you also go to the 5-minute, okay, at this time, the 5-minute had shown displacement. It showed a fair value gap outside of the Asia high. It showed strong force to the upside. I was like, hey, we're solid. We have finally received like the direction trajectory where the market wants to go. Then also, if you go up to even higher time frames, like the 15-minute, I was looking at this. 15-minute had a massive sweep of liquidity, broke structure to the upside here on this 15-minute candle. I was like, hey, we're breaking structure. We've inverted fair value gaps. On the 15-minute, we're looking strong, especially coming off of Asia high. Okay, so I then, and even on the 1 hour, so it's on the 1 hour too, we've inverted this fair value gap here. We've inverted this or we're testing this fair value gap here. We broke these highs here. I was convinced we're good. Nope. 1 minute taps us in, chops around. We trail stops at 5-minute order blocks, and again, we get stopped out of 5-minute order block, and price has literally barely moved. I mean, from market open, from the lowest point here to the highest point here is 124 points. It's just kind of chopping in this range. I was trying to reflect on, you know, what is going on. Why am I losing? Why was today a loser? Why was yesterday a loser? Why was Friday a loser? I'm lost. I'm tying in the higher time frame analysis. I'm tying in higher time frame confluences. I'm waiting for my session liquidity to be hit. I'm waiting for my model to play out. I'm waiting for liquidity sweeps. I'm waiting for breaker blocks and fair value gaps. And I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The one thing I can think of, the one thing that's coming to my mind of maybe what I'm doing wrong is I'm trading on, there's no red folder news today. But I don't think that is necessarily a factor of why I shouldn't have traded today. It's frustrating. I'm getting frustrated with this trading. I'm getting frustrated that the model's not working. But again, I want to stay disciplined. I want to stay, you know, level-headed. I'm trying to not let, you know, the trading get me emotionally tilted in one way or the other, and trying to just continue to execute. But I'll just be honest with you. I'm frustrated. I've been putting in so much work to try to get, you know, to be a profitable trader, and I just feel like I'm running into hurdle after hurdle after hurdle and learning lesson after learning lesson after learning lesson, and I want to be profitable, you know. But one thing I am working on, that I'll just be transparent with you guys, I am working on potentially moving away from the 1 minute. Okay, the 1 minute is a really hard time for me to trade. It's really exhausting for me to trade the 1 minute. It's a hard one to read. It's a hard one. You get a lot of, you know, fair value gaps and liquidity sweeps and things that are going on that you can't always trust every single one you see. But when I review the 5-minute this morning, the 5-minute would have not have given me a trade at all until I think actually right here potentially. This would have been potentially our first trade of the day here on this 5-minute unicorn that's coming up. It looks like a short is setting up. The 5-minute gives you a lot less trade opportunities, but the confluences and when they do set up seem to be a much higher probability and a much higher profit factor. I'm going to be back testing today, and tomorrow I'll give you guys the results. I'm about a month in on my back testing so far. In order for me to ever change my model or update my current model, I need either 100 trades or 3 months of data to back my decision to make a transition or a tweak to my current model. So in order for me to go from the 1 minute to the 5 minute, I need this data. And so today that's my goal, get that data, 3 months or 100 trades in, so then I can accurate and confidently say I can make the tweak from going from the M1 to the M5 execution. And I think it's going to be something that will be helpful, something that will be less exhausting. The confluences will be higher. And yeah, I backtested yesterday. Yesterday was a losing day for us. If we would have traded on the 5 minute, we would have actually had a winning day. You would have taken 2 trades. The first one would have been a small loss. The second one would have been a winner. Yeah, so yesterday would have been green for us if we would have been on the 5 minute. So I am watching that, and I might make that tweak tomorrow. Again, if you guys would like to, join up on BLOFIN or WEEX or one of my crypto exchanges, please use the links down below. Also, or the links in my bio. Also, we have our TradeSyncer discount that's still going on. So if you're someone who's trading prop firms or multiple accounts, go use TradeSyncer. We got 10% discount for you. I would love to have you use code MANIAC, all capitals, MANIAC. It's down below or in the link of my bio. So yeah, go take advantage of those. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you at market open tomorrow. Let me change the scene. I'll see you at market open tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I've been able to get enough data to say, yeah, the 5 minutes worth going to, and hopefully tomorrow we're trading on the 5 minute and hopefully get a green day. There's no red folder news tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. And then red folder news will come out Thursday, Friday, and also August will finally be done. And then we'll get into September, and hopefully September is a much better month for us. But yeah, today was a frustrating day. Let me show you my P&L. I actually forgot to show you the P&L. Here's today's P&L. 52 accounts, 27K loss. Frustrating day. I did lose my first funded accounts today. I lost, I think, 5 on my account, on my accounts. And that was frustrating to lose that. I've been trying really hard to be very disciplined, using my scaling model, trying to protect them from not being blown. And I lost 5 today. Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. This is gonna be this is part of the day trading. So, all right, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. If you can, like, subscribe, show your support, join our Discord community. I would love to show you guys my journey of how I become a profitable trader, because it's not an if, it's a when. I'm committed to this. I've put in so much time and effort. It's not a matter of if, but when, and then we're gonna make it happen. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.